Hey guys, I hope you're keeping well. I've now got a mic, so maybe um, the volume will be better and maybe a little more clear. Firstly, I'd like to apologize. My throat is pretty bad. Today we were doing Nogi Jiu-Jitsu and I was choked maybe 30 times, so my throat is just bruised and sore. So please bear with me. I just wanted to quickly share a bit of a reflection that I wrote, and I think it might be useful for anyone that might be considering or thinking over maybe the value that they can bring. Previously, I was looking at how I could get acknowledgement from people. That was my main metric. My metric, in the essence, was how can I get as much appreciation from others as possible? And I would say, especially from girls, how can I get appreciation from girls and acknowledgement? And I noticed that what happened with this is a lot of my self value would be on a metric that I oftentimes did not have control over. For example, if someone gave me acknowledgement, then I'd feel happy. If someone didn't, then obviously I was kind of giving the keys to my self worth. I was kind of putting it in their hands. And also, I realized that their perception of me would be quite short sighted or myopic. That's when I decided to orient this metric. Instead of saying, how can other people acknowledge me or appreciate me? I'm putting a lot of the empowerment in their hands. So I kind of thought, how can I put the empowerment more in my own hands? And that's when I changed the metric to how can I be useful to someone else? So now what I'm trying to do is, and once again, this is a journal article that I wrote maybe you could say a couple weeks ago, and this is years and years of the previous mindset that is kind of ingrained in my psyche. So I'm trying to kind of switch that to a metric where it's the empowerment is more in my own hands, and that metric is more guided around the principle of how I can be useful to people. How many people can I be useful to? How many people where when I meet them, after this interaction with them, they feel a little more uplifted? How many people can I actually touch the lives of? Whether it's on a macrocosmic scale, obviously we want to provide a great sense of contribution to society at large, but I think even on a microcosmic level, how many people can I bring value to just by my presence? Whether it's a 1 second interaction or maybe a long term friendship or a relationship, whatever it is. So I hope that this is useful for you. And if you're struggling to kind of find how you can bring up your own self esteem, I realize that the best way to do it is not by seeing how many other people can acknowledge us, but instead how many people we can be useful to. And I think that metric is far more empowering. And I think in the process of kind of working towards this metric of how we can be useful to others, it'll give a chance for further self discovery, self investigation, and in turn, a lot of other things will kind of fall into place, especially the whatever appreciation that we might be looking for from, or maybe the validation or whatever it may be. I think a byproduct of that will appreciation will come, and I think maybe even a sense of purpose. So I hope that this was a helpful reflection for you. I'm early in this journey of kind of understanding how I can bring value to people and in turn um, improve my own self value. But if this was useful, I hope you stay tuned for future videos. Thank you and bye.